140 years after the fall of the Roman Republic and the birth of the Roman Empire under Augustus Caesar, the empire is at its zenith. 20 years of Pax Romana, Roman peace, has kept the empire stable and prosperous, but all is about to change. Whispers of war from across the Rhine reach the Eternal City. Marcus Aurelius, current emperor of Rome, must act swiftly. The fate of Rome and her people hang by a single thread.
Those were reason. You master the way of the sword. And I study the campaigns of Alexander the Great.
Men like you are born to lead men like me, Maximus.
Octavian, a general's command is only worth as much as a soldier's strength.
And what if a soldier's strength outranks his generals?
Remind me of Parthia. There's a reason I send you and the rest of the legionnaires out on the battlefield and not the other way around.
Is that cowardice I hear, Maximus? Don't worry. One of these days you will outmatch me.
When that day comes, I don't think I'll want to. Greetings, Emperor.
Maximus, Octavian, arise. Sadly, we must spare the pleasantries. Time is of the essence.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
All will soon be revealed, my friend. Do not worry yourself, if a worry is necessary.
Are you ready to begin, my lord?
Yes, Senator.
Senators and Emperor of the Chamber, I come before you to speak of great calamity that has beset our lands. Our lands of Lugdunum and the Gallic provinces have been seized, razed, and pillaged by the Quadi, the Macromani, and Germani.
Time is of the essence. We need to come to a swift and decisive consensus regarding this rebellion.
My father, Antoninus Pius, kept peace for 20 years, and I intend to continue his legacy. How are we to be sure this threat is genuine?
I can assure you, Caesar, this threat is quite genuine.
The garrison was overwhelmed within a single night.
Senators, I demand the floor. This is absurd. 3 barbarian tribes? What threat do they pose to Rome?
From this very moment, they might have already garnered the support of the tribes of the Po Valley. Caesar, I implore you, marshal 13 legions towards immediate defense.
Absurd! You wish to leave the rest of the Empire defenseless?
What is this? The second coming of Hannibal? To advance now would be a waste of Roman resources and lives.
Hold your tongue in front of the Emperor, you knave. Perhaps you will have a change of heart when the rabble of the Rhine march through the Alps into our homeland.
Perhaps he'll bring with him an army of elephants.
Cease your mocking, Consul Zeno. This is no time for humor.
I, for one, agree with him. This has been blown out of proportion. I say we send a caravan with a small fortune. The sight of gold will be enough to please them for another 100 years.
It was said they killed civilians and left no survivors. This was an attack fueled by hate, not one of greed.
They are dull people. We shall send the caravan to distract them, and have a legion follow suit and dispose of this nuisance.
You should only hope, you fool.
You know not of the truth of the matter.
What blather do you speak of then, esteemed senator?
Our velites have been hard at work in the field. They've spotted a German warrior wielding a Deus Gladius.
Silence! For the first time since the rule of Emperor Hadrian, we've been gifted a Deus Gladius. By the will of the gods, this Deus Gladius came into my possession.
Maximus, did you know of this? A Deus Gladius bestowed upon Rome. I did not. It must be a gift from the gods as preparation for the coming conflict.
We must act now, at once! Deploy the legions!
Form a blockade at Mediolanum, bar off all entry to the peninsula.
And abandon the Roman settlements in Germania? You mean to leave your own people?
Now is no time for hysteria. For now we must send reinforcements.
How dare you speak out of line, plebeian! You may swing your mouth and swords around, but you are incapable of understanding the intricacies of defending Rome.
Calm yourself, Consul. These men are here on my invitation.
They've already claimed a Roman city, and they wield a weapon of that power. No blockade will stop them.
We will need to impose a tax. Surely there will be panic among the populace once word spreads.
Where has your spine gone? Cease your groveling, Consul.
A Deus Gladius can cut through iron. Only another sword from the heavens can rival it.
What do we do, my lord?
It is clear. We must act now. General Meridius will lead the Felix legions north to the Rhine River.
I'm honored, my lord.
It is clear that I must personally accompany the legions myself to ensure their success.
Caesar, you mustn't.
There is no need to worry. Not only will I be accompanied by the general, but also by Legate Octavion, the finest duelist in the Imperium, who I've personally chosen to wield the Deus Gladius.
Can we be sure? Do you believe he can handle this burden?
Why did we let our warrior speak for himself?
I humbly accept this offer. I will ensure the Germans advance no further, and that Rome will survive beyond this crisis.
Then it will be so. Senator Lyceum, give the order.
Legatus Octavian, defender of Rome, we proclaim you the new wielder of the Deus Gladius.
Maximus, where have you been all day?
Lucilla, something has come.
Please do not tell me.
We leave in the morning.
Maximus, it feels like you just returned home from Parthia.
I wish it wasn't so, my dear, but this is my responsibility. Lugdunum was attacked. I have to go.
Maximus, each time you go off to fight these wars, I stay here in Rome praying you return in one piece. When will you put your loved ones first? When will you put me first?
Lucilla, Marcus personally asked that Octavian and I accompany him to Germania. I cannot deny a plea from the Emperor. If I don't go, there's no saying this conflict won't escalate. I have to protect Rome. I have to protect us.
Why you, Maximus?
I've always returned. I've always come back in one piece. While our time for the past few years has been brief, its scarcity makes it that much more of a blessing, Lucilla. When I return, I promise to prioritize you and our family.
Maximus, you will have to prove it to me when you return.
I will.
Citizens of Rome, today, as I look amongst you, I see men reigning from every province of the empire. You do not resemble each other in appearances, nor worship a common god. Across the Danube, we find similar qualities in those we've dubbed as barbarians. We peacefully coexisted with the tribes north of the Rhine until unknown circumstances shifted their hearts towards thievery and injustice. When we enter these new lands, we will yet again find the same old tale. We will either be met with our children's future friends, or their tyrants. May the gods see to it that the latter does not become true. Soldiers of Rome! Today, we take a stand against barbarity, and our people can once again live without fear of ambush and thievery. Remember, men, as you face down the Germanic hordes, what we do in life echoes throughout eternity. And today, we shall take back Lugdunum for the glory of Rome!
Octavian! Octavian! This is not my friend. Flee for your life! What? Roman dogs are retreating. Cowards! You cowards! My lord! Maximus, make the heavens your safe.
Octavian, your leg, what happened?
I've been burned by that German's Deus Gladius.
This battle is turned out to tell. We must flee north into Gaul. This is the only place we'll find sanctuary.
Let us make haste.
Marcus, I advise this is as good a place as any to set up for the night. We're walking a familiar day now.
I agree, Maximus. I'm tired. Men, we'll set up our encampments here for the night.
I've lost track after 100 men. This sword, it's made me invincible to any Roman.
Man of battle.
Ah, Captain Evan, what a pleasant surprise.
King Ballamor requests your presence at once. He's arrived.
The king, show me the way to his quarters. So, the king has a new errand boy. Maybe one day he'll be able to lead an army into battle like me. Perhaps. King Ballamor, it's an honor to have you here. An honor to have you in the city I've claimed in your name.
Commander Peasant, you've been celebrating, yes?
Of course, sir. I've told the men to feast on all the pillage reserves and take whatever they want tonight from the city. After a decisive victory over the Romans.
What exactly was the objective of your battle?
To ensure that the Romans not reclaim Lugdunum.
Were you not instructed to kill the Emperor?
But the Romans fled the field of
I was told you told the Germans to disengage. Isn't that true?
I didn't see it necessary to pursue
You so wrong. And what of the Roman that wields the other Deus Gladius? Tell me you killed him.
No, my lord. But I bested him in battle.
You are a failure. I was wrong to deem you worthy of wielding some weapon.
No, my lord. I will not fail you again. I will not take this gift for granted any longer.
Yes, you will not, because I will be taking it from you. Give me the weapon! Now!
But my lord!
Now!
As you wish.
Evan, you will be commanding the horse from here on out.
No! No, my lord! Please!
Silence, you traitor! Evan, execute him! Get him out of my sight!
Yes, my king.
Oh,
Go!
what is the meaning of this, my lord? What is the meaning of this?
The king's given new commands. Take him to the forest and kill him.
Okay.
How could you do this to me, Evan? We broke bread together!
Now let's go!
You scum! You scum!
I yearn for a hearty meal. Let me eat.
Maximus. What is it, Octavion? I have a word. How much longer does Marcus think it can go on like this?
I've been thinking the same thing, my friend.
Even with the Deus Gladius, I don't think I can take another battle. There are too many Roman lives lost.
I know. Too many of our men have died. We're real for them. Not necessarily. If we don't eliminate the Macromanic tribe, the Roman casualties will be beyond that of any other battle. We have no choice, Octavian.
Perhaps you're right. This great honor seems like more of a burden than anything.
I would say this is all a great burden.
Will you talk to the Emperor for me? It's so much closer.
I'll talk to him. As for now, get some rest. We'll converse in the morning.
Yes, I'll head back to the barracks.
Your sword, my liege. I must speak with the Emperor.
As you wish.
My lord.
Ah, Maximus, how have the legions been doing? Guards, can you give us a moment, please?
I'm afraid it's not good, my lord. I spoke with Octavian, and he believes any further battle and our legions will perish.
Oh, Octavian, burdened with the Deus Gladius, with all of Roma's fate on his shoulders. I can't imagine what he's feeling right now.
Of course, Marcus. We're our soldiers. We are low on food, even more dangerously low on water. And now, our spirits.
And our numbers are low, and our spirits are crushed, and our men are wounded. But nevertheless, I know we have a duty for Rome and the Senate.
Is that even possible anymore?
Maximus, just as in life, there's always the possibility of going to the next battle more wisely than the last.
What of these gods you worship? Can they not serve us now?
Maximus, these gods do not interfere in ways that win battles.
Forgive me my tongue, my lord. You're right. We could really use some help right now.
They won't help us here. You look tired, Maximus. You should get some rest.
You're right. After a battle, I require slumber. Farewell, my lord. Yes, sir. General. Here you are. Good night, man.
Good night, General.
Octavian.
Maximus! This is no place to die. The Macromanic have attacked.
Marcus, we must evacuate the men. Thank you, my friend.
Maximus, where's Octavian?
Maximus, stop. Listen. No. You need to take the Deus Gladius. No. I cannot take it. You must. It's your... What demon has done this to you? His name is... Ballamor. Marcus, before he died, he told me I will take the Deus Gladius.
Maximus, do you not realize for you are the one who is fitted by nature to wield the weapon?
My lord, I'm after warrior, after man Octavian was. With all my heart, Caesar, I cannot accept this. He stood before the Senate and accepted this burden without fear or hesitation and wielded it with pride and courage. I thought commanding the legions was enough of a task for me, but now to hold Roma's fate on my shoulders, my lord, I cannot accept this responsibility.
Maximus, this is why it must be you.
Marcus, I beg you to find someone stronger in character to take this burden from me.
Enough, Maximus. As your Caesar, as your friend, I'm asking you to trust me. Octavian did not die in vain, I assure you of it. His death had meaning. You are now the wielder of the Deus Gladius. A great man does not seek to lead. He's called to it by fate.
Fine, my lord. But I will use this weapon to execute Ballamor and cut down every German that walks. I will make them feel the pain and suffering Octavian felt without the promise of entering the gates of Elysium in the afterlife.
Tread lightly, Maximus. In your grief, you may find your better judgment blinded by wrath.
Good. The Romans have been further into the forest of God. Commander Heaven, bring me Catavocus at once.
Yes, my king. Your word is my command.
Alright, son. You do not have my blessing to die here.
My lord, have mercy.
Silence! Your failure to capture the Emperor has set back the fall of Rome. Explain yourself.
There was a warrior guarding the Emperor straight from the rest. Clad in iron armor, cape as red as the blood of my fallen brethren.
Did he have a name?
His name was Maximus.
Pathetic. War Master Catavocus.
My lord, I am but your humble servant.
Arise. You shall oversee Castromone in my absence. I must return to Elysia. There are rumors of revolt in the Gallic territories.
My lord, you humble me. The Romans will not take back this camp. But I must ask, my lord, they wield one of the heavenly blades. If they are to return...
Are you implying yourself incapable of this task?
No, my master. Any Roman bold enough will have his eyes gouged out to be sent into the forest blind.
I shall only hope so.
I can't believe this. They've killed Galerius. How are we supposed to tell his family back in Roma?
His family? Who will break the news to Roma that we have failed? That the German attack is unyielding?
At this rate, we'll be sent back limb by limb. My heart and my body yearn. I haven't seen my maiden in so long!
It's useless!
We're all going to die! Lucius! We all lambs to the slaughter! Honorable pain in an unknown land! Lucius! Stand back, brothers! Let me die! Let me die! Let me die! Let me die! This is foolish! No! Stand back! No more! Coward! Coward! Coward!
Those damn Germans. They drove poor Lucius to madness. I must return to Castra Romana with the Deus Gladius and reclaim it. The Germans will not predict a counterattack so soon after. And endanger the lives of more Roman soldiers, our numbers already lessened by the day. No, I shall travel alone. I'll hide in the shadows and cut them down one by one in the night. What then? Risk the possibility of losing the Deus Gladius and my own life? If we remain on the defensive, if I do not act now, the tides of the war will stay in the favor of the Germans.
I believe I'm becoming a Christian.
Are you mad, man? That's blasphemy!
Wait, where's the general gone?
Maybe he's left us to die.
Men, the king has entrusted us with Castra Romana. We have served Ballamor for years, and in those years the Roman blood spilled could fill seas. The king's vision is nearly realized, and Roman oppression will soon come to a liberating end.
Yeah! We will soon hunt down the Kaiser, along with the rest of the Roman stragglers. Enjoy your spoils of war, men. Yeah!
Come here, please. Arminius, your name is, right?
Yes, Caesar.
Have you seen General Maximus lately?
None of the men have seen the general.
Prepare a scouting party. I believe I know where the general may be. I believe he may have made a fatal error.
This is a diversion. Where are the others attacking from?
You insolent pig! Crawl back from whatever cave you are born from! Where are they?
You came alone? You're a general. You mean to tell me you're not humiliated by this strategic failure?
I've already killed hundreds, if not thousands of your men.
What is this power?
Even in my capture, the gods forbid such imbalance.
Take him to the prison and chain him like an animal.
We will wait for Ballamar's return to exit.
No!
Emperor,
General Tullius.
the second scouting party has returned, and there was no sign of the general.
What I fear most has come. Maximus has returned to Castra Romana to kill Ballamor.
Alone? Why would he do this?
We're all victims of rage. The loss of Octavion has caused Maximus to follow a crusade of vengeance. We shall go about this with delicacy. We shall only return to the camp once we are certain Maximus is gone.
King Ballamor will be most pleased with the capture of a Roman general, especially one with the sword of the gods.
Yes. Perhaps we should take the sword for ourselves.
Yeah, try it.
You fool! How dare you sully a gift from the gods with your plagued hand?
Quiet, prisoner!
You should try and join your last moments in one piece. Ballamor will tear you limb to limb and then chop down your remaining forces. What was that? Go investigate, pleb.
No! You go, coward!
Go!
Help! Help me! To kill a man unable to fight! You coward! Look me in my eyes! Who are you? Berthold! Explain yourself.
You should thank me, fool.
Why did you release me?
Ballamor betrayed me. I very nearly escaped with my life. It seems I'm not the only victim of betrayal here. You've claimed the Deus Gladius for yourself.
Are you implying I killed Octavian? You think I wanted this burden? In Octavian's last breath, he told me I needed to take this and save Rome from your people.
I did not know of this. My apologies.
You're all right, as if you wouldn't have killed him given the chance at Ladunum.
At Lugdunum, I would have. But things have changed. I was wrong, Maximus. While I cannot rectify Octavian's death, in freeing you I have done a great service to not only Rome, but to all those who have suffered in this conflict. Let this be the first just act of this war.
Reinforcements will be here any minute now. We must leave this place before Erwin and Catavolcus arrive.
Caesar, we found spilt blood and a few German corpses, but not the general.
Our answers will be found at Castra Romana.
My lord, do you think he's—
Silence! Please. We cannot allow the future to disturb us, soldier. We must confront the truth with the same weapons of reason and courage that we currently possess. Onward, we must continue.
How could this happen? The king mustn't know the Roman return here, or he'll have our heads!
How could this happen?
It was the grave walker! Berthold! He freed the Roman!
They couldn't have gone far. Track them down immediately and return when you found the surviving Romans.
Yes, my liege.
Stand down! That is an order!
Maximus, what is the meaning of this?
My lord! Forgive me for my insolence. I nearly jeopardized the possession of the Deus Gladius and endangered my own life, but this was not without benefit.
Benefit? You tell me what benefit there was in preparing a scouting party so foolishly, dangerously, and sending them back to the place where we lost so many lives, all because you lost control of your emotions.
My lord.
Enough, Maximus! Now I will talk and you will obey. Enough of your arrogance, enough of your pride. Do you not see how your actions harm those who care for you, those who love and serve you? Now you stand with an enemy of Rome. You will explain yourself and beg to the gods that have graciously spared you that the punishment you soon face will be merciful.
My lord, I was captured, and Berthold freed me. Ballamor betrayed Berthold and stole his Deus Gladius.
It is true. I was once Ballamor's chosen warrior. At first I fought for freedom. I fought to ensure the tribal villages of the north no longer had to pay tribute to the Empire and their streets be patrolled by Red Roman soldiers. But Ballamor changed. He grew hungry. He grew greedy. And he's become a worse tyrant than any Kaiser of the last 100 years.
My lord, Berthold had the chance to kill me when I was in chains, but he freed me, and now he stands here risking his life before you.
I cannot allow my people to suffer any longer. I now offer my hand in service to the Empire for my family's sake.
So, Berthold, what could you possibly offer the Empire?
Maximus was outmatched by men wielding iron blades. If he faces Ballamor like this now, he will stand no chance. I've wielded the Deus Gladius before. I will teach him what I know.
I'll accept your offer, Bertold. But there's not a moment you'll wake where you won't have a Roman eye on you. And if I get any indication you plan to betray us, you'll be treated as an enemy of Rome.
If it means freeing my people from Ballamor, then I agree.
Take him to camp. I wish to speak with Maximus alone.
Caesar, there's been a shocking development. In my incarceration, Catuvolcus attempted to wield our Deus Gladius. It happened again with another German soldier, but as they reached for it, it burned their hands.
This is strange. There's no other accounts in history of this happening. Maximus, what were you thinking? Octavian is already dead. If you would have died too, I would have had to suffer the grief of both of you. Maximus' loss is simply change. Nature willed his death, and in time, so too ours.
My lord, I beg for your forgiveness. In my grief, I had forgotten everything I'd known as a general, and everything you have taught me about life.
Come on, Maximus. It's time for rest.
I've seen that symbol before.
The symbol of Sol Invictus? Of course you have. It's displayed all over Rome.
No, my lord. Last night before, I had a dream and I saw something that evoked a similar feeling.
Maximus, what did this dream consist of? Be specific.
I saw Octavian reaching for the setting sun, pointing at the horizon, like he did on the shorelines of Ostia during our time in the academy. He couldn't hear me. I called out to him, but my cries fell on deaf ears. And then the sky was consumed with darkness and lightning.
Maximus, why did you refrain from telling me this until now?
You taught me to reside in the present moment and not to dwell on such things.
Maximus, you realize this changes everything. This must be some sort of divine calling.
I thought you said that the gods don't interfere in the affairs of man.
The fact that the Deus Gladius burned in those Germans' hands confirms this. How can I have not seen this before?
Confirms what, my lord?
I was wrong. It's clear the gods have been interfering since the beginning of this conflict. I thought the Deus Gladius as being gifted to us was the extent of their will on this earth. But that's not true. Our Deus Gladius has been on a path to you, Maximus. It came to me, it was gifted upon Octavian, and it fell into your hands. We've entered Germania, ill-prepared and on short notice. It's a miracle we've even survived this long. It's defied all natural law. It's clear the gods have been helping us from the start.
Our survival? Why did Octavian have to die? Tell me now! Could the blade have not been gifted to me from the start?
Maximus, you know this. Most things lay outside of our power. We must return to Rome to tell of Octavian's sacrifice.
My lord, why would the gods bless the Germans with the Deus Gladius if they favor us?
Perhaps Ballamor's corrupt use of the blade shifted the will of the gods. But if at first he was favored, that truly brings into question if Rome has led a legacy of justice. There's a question I've pondered for quite some time, but it'll have to be answered at a later date.
My lord, how much can the gods help us now? We've lost half our men.
Maximus, you've asked me what I've been studying this whole time. There's a possibility that there may be a ritual.
A ritual?
A way to show such praise and devotion to the gods is to act as a conduit for their will.
Marcus, if this is a possibility, we may have hope. We'll have to stand the move and ensure that the Germans do not track us.
In the short time we've bought ourselves, you will learn to master the Deus Gladius with Bertolt, and I will do the best I can to master this ritual.
I will tell the men to collect their belongings and we'll relocate. Let us make haste.
General, our food supply will last us about the week. As for our water, we've completely run out. We'll have to relocate again and find a new source of running water.
No! General, we've been followed this whole time! What? They're here!
General, what do we do? Get the Emperor! Caesar, the Germans have arrived. They must have been following us since Bertolt and I escaped Castra Romana.
They've sought us out like flies the dead flesh!
Yes. If we flee deeper into the forest, they'll starve us out. We must make a final stand here. Are you able to perform the ritual?
It seems there's no longer any choice in the matter. I'll have to perform the ritual now.
Enough! It's useless! The last hope of Rome dies with us! Silence! How dare you interrupt the Emperor? Get back in line!
Forgive me, Caesar. Cease your cowardice! We are outnumbered 10 men to 1! We have no food, no water!
Damn it, General! You've led us to our doom!
And what we do have is the favor of the gods! Cowards die 1,000 times before their true deaths! The valiant never taste of oblivion but once! Today we stand before our greatest triumph yet! All the days, months, and years we spent in this barren wasteland have brought us to this moment! What we do here echoes throughout eternity. Remember why we are here, why we are fighting. For the French who fought and died by our side. For those we swore to protect in Rome, who we've left. Today we fight for the fallen, Octavian! We fight for the Caesar! And we fight for Rome! So shed your cowardice now! You have the choice to die in fear or die in rage! Doom arrives! It is now up to you to escape it! Ready your blade and shield, men! Legion, prepare for battle! Centurion Marinus, in my absence, hold the line. Do not break formation. Act as if your life depends on it. Yes, General. To my dying breath.
Men, stand in formation!
I have already claimed my spot as God. I have fought with you for years. Do not cease. Fight for your freedom.
You! How did you do this?
Listen, Max. Forgive my brothers for their victims, just as you are.
Fate has brought you to me, Roman. The gods will not save you now, just like they failed to save Octavian.
I will burn the mark of Rome upon your crypt, so that the gods know who sent you, so that they curse you to the darkest pits of Tartarus. Scribes of ages to come will carve this jewel in stone for generations. Let them know I am Maximus Decimus Meridus, royal servant to Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Let them know I am Octavion Legitus!
You and all the Roman bastards will die!
You are beaten! Command your men to forfeit!
I'll admit it. Bested me. I'll call off the tribes.
I tell you, once the Emperor dies, we're replacing with his little shit son Commodus. He's easily manipulated.
You speak of the Emperor like a Dacian catamite.
How dare you! I should report you this instant!
I speak the truth.
General Maximus. You should meet my son, Commodus.
Hi, Maximus.